Panthers taking on the Chicago Bears.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 72 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Barkley under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin White leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down at the 39.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Barkley. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a run with Singletary. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
37-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Barkley, slant pass to Boyd. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on third down. Barkley brings up fourth down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. From the gun, Barkley, his pass caught at the 4. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even.
And he's going to ball his way in for a Panthers score. Devin Singletary, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Panthers add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 25-yard line.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Panthers 10, Bears nothing.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's got room. 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Tony Pollard, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Barkley, pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun. Barkley, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Devin Singletary. Incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
And 3 at the Panthers' 41-yard line.
They'll run with Pollard. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. It could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people some play action here, I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
He was brought down by
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry here for Tyron Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Second down, Pollard. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Tony Pollard, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Barkley. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11-yard. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. On first down, Pollard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Burrow will throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Next audible could be on you. I'd probably recommend verticals for another play. Well, let's get into now. We're going to start with strong power. Guys, just as a reminder, we're looking to get better at Madden.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. The final shot before break. Barkley. He wants Reynolds way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6.
No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick, please? Thank you.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
All right, let's go. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He was brought down by...
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
The tackle made...
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 38-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And Ty Montgomery has it complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On first down, Pollard. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Here's Pollard again. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 25 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Barkley. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Credit the
very good play to attack man coverage, guys. I like it because you have 3 quick and easy reads against man. You can hit potentially the corner route, the post route, or even the curl route. So we're going to smart route the corner route. We're going to do a flat to the slot receiver, and then we're going to motion the outside receiver on the curl about 2 to 3 steps to the sideline to snap the ball. Now, this is the play you need that fast tight end good route running, because obviously the Packers tight end against, I think that's Marcus Peters. It's not really a fair matchup. I mean, because really Peters is way better than he is. But still, as you guys know, this corner route is something they always have to worry about.
Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
He still can get cooked right off the line.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of
85 speed. Peters is way better, but that's what I mean. If it's a more fair matchup, that probably is actually a touchdown. But also, this is what I meant over here. When you motion snap this curl route against man, even against a really good corner, Humphrey, and Funchess is not really a good receiver, if you lowball this, it's going to be a completion pretty much every time. And the other thing about this play is if they don't play the middle, then you're going to have potentially the post route. So let's look at this another time against man-to-man. Let's change it up now to cover 2-man. So with cover 2-man, they're going to have the safety over the top. So it's going to be harder to hit that corner route. But against this type of coverage, you're going to still have the curl and the post as well. So same setup here. We're going to make sure we motion snap the curl so it doesn't actually get pressed. As you guys can see here, the post over the middle, that's an easy completion. And actually, if you can hit a juke move and almost might have scored a touchdown there. So even with the safeties over at the top to where you don't really have any separation, we throw the tight end corner out, which is, the big play threat of this play.
Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 28-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Barkley. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and it's third down.
And 6 yards to go.
from the gun. Barkley. And that will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Milano on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Here's Pollard. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. The Panthers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Panthers 10.
Operating from the gun, Barkley. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 4th down, Barkley. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want and go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
On 1st down, Pollard. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Calling a gain of 5, fourth down now.
It's now fourth down.
They'll run for it with Pollard. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written him off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
That throw into the arms of Allen, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Barkley can't get away, and he's taken down. Devin White, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Barkley firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
18-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Barkley. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Josh Reynolds. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Trey Flowers there on the tackle. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
First down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Pollard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Run for Pollard. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1-yard attempt.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
25-yard line.
So now the Panthers down by 2 touchdowns. 1:45 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Operating from the gun. Barkley. That's taken in. Complete to Reynolds. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run covering 34 yards. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Josh Reynolds with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hopefully one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it, in the 4th quarter? They had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them. But they